most important thing about Damanhur is that it's like we created a social system that allows us to really develop the potential of humankind, the potential of each person. How you can really, through community life, access a lot of your talents that sometimes you even don't know that you have them. Every human being is full of potential, and that everybody has an enormous amount of possibility and talents, and that together with the others you are able to look at them, to find them, to tear them out of yourself, to develop them. And so it's an incredible journey of self-transformation, of continuous self-transformation, also because it's not easy to live in community. It's really beautiful, and I think it's the most enriching thing in the world. And it's so important to have a place where to share amongst communities, like a place like Jam. So I think it's so important because we all have so many things in common, all different communities. They're all different and they have so many things in common, because it looks like there are some principles and some structures that are inherent in community life. And this is something that I love to explore as well. And these transformational processes, they just allow you to become to become less afraid, of who you are, of who you not are, to look at you from the blind, or at your blind spots, If I would have never imagined that I could be so happy inside living in a community with all this happening, but it's never boring, it's never boring. Our idea is to awaken the divine flame that is inside of us and to connect with it, because we think that it's present in everybody and that it's our task to bring meaning into life. Because to say it in a very simple, in a very down-to-earth way, for us spirituality means to bring meaning into life. That we have used lots of dramatic events to become more resilient and to transform them into great opportunities. Is that in the beginning of the pandemic, when it came out clearly that people would not be able to work in many fields and so on, we decided to go back to complete income sharing. So the people who had income would give all their income, at least all the income that they didn't need for themselves directly, and the other ones were supported by that as well. We still have a very strong solidarity system that first we try to cope inside the nucleo. If we cannot cope inside the nucleo, we cope on the level of the community, and if it's not possible for the community level, then we cope at the level of Damanhur. And I think this is something that is really very important, so that nobody feels that he or she is left behind. If the community is happy, the individual can be happy. The individual cannot be happy if the community is not happy. I think the most important contribution is really that together you can make it. Together, human beings are incredibly strong. The more you see that other people give, the more you are willing to give. And I think this is something that is very, very important. One thing that is also very important, and I think is to have a real resilience, is to be prepared. So when the pandemic hit, we had all the masks, we had all the things, because we had been preparing for years for all kinds of situations that might happen. To really concentrate on what matters, to find out what is meaningful for you. I think these are some of the most important treasures that I have taken from Damanhur.